Hi guys, this is Mrs. Clayton here, and what we are about ready to do is you are about ready to do a math lesson with me, okay? And today, our math lesson, we are going to be talking about pairs, okay? And so what you should have on your screen is some socks, okay? And as we wait for friends, what I would like you to do is I want you to try to count those socks, okay? Count those socks in your head. And this would also be a great time that if you do not have a piece of paper or maybe some crayons and markers, for you to pause this video and go get a piece of paper and some crayons and some markers because we're going to do some stuff with that here in just a little bit, okay? If you already have that stuff out, that's great. I want you to start counting those socks, okay? All right, so I'm going to count, and I want you to listen as Mrs. Clanton counts. Are you ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I want you to think in your head, what did Mrs. Clanton just do? If you noticed, Mrs. Clanton was moving her finger as she was counting, but she was whispering some of the numbers or skipping over them. And that's why it's called skip counting. When we skip over numbers to count things a little bit quicker, because as mathematicians, we like to be efficient and fast with accuracy, that's when we call that skip counting, okay? And actually, we've been skip counting before this. Remember when we count by tens? Everybody count by tens with me. Here we go. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Give yourself a pat on the back. Because guess what? You just skip counted by tens. You said every 10th number, okay? Well, when things are grouped, if you look on your screen, when they're grouped in pairs or they have a partner, like these two match so they could be a partner, or these two match so they could be a pair, we can skip count by twos to be able to count them quicker instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that kind of took me a long time, right? And we now know that we can count a little bit quicker if we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, let me show you something of what skip counting looks like on a number line. Okay, let Mrs. Clanton flip over here. Okay, so you should see her piece of paper. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to pick your favorite color of crayon, and I want you to write your numbers 1 to 20 with a little bit of space in between them. Here we go. Are you ready? You write and I write at the same time. Okay. Does everybody have their numbers 1 to 20 up there? Okay, I'm going to give you just a couple more seconds, okay? Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to put our numbers in pairs, okay? Or make sure that they have a partner, okay? And so this is what this is going to look like. Watch before you do it on your paper, okay? I'm going to put 1 and 2 together, just like this, okay? I'm going to put 3 and 4 together. Do you see how Mrs. Clanton's putting two numbers in the same box? I want you to do that. You put two numbers in your same box. Okay? All right, ready? You should about have all your numbers so that they're boxed up so that there's two numbers in a box. Do you see this? There's two numbers are in a box. Two numbers in a box, okay? Now, instead of counting 1, 2, what we're going to do is we're going to skip back count by twos. So that means that we're only going to say one number in that box, okay? We're not going to say the first number in the box. Instead, I want you to circle the second number in each box because that's the number that we're going to say when we skip count by twos. So everybody help me to circle that second number in each of those boxes on your paper because that's how we're going to skip count by twos. Okay, so if you see, do you see how Mrs. Clanton, she didn't circle the first number in the box, she circled the second number, didn't circle the first number, circled the second number, okay? All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your finger, okay, and we're going to skip count by two. So that means that we're going to say the number that we circled, okay? All right, here we go. Get ready to go with me. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Good job. Okay, let's do that one more time. We're going to point and count. Now remember, when we talk about skip counting, it's because we're skipping one number to count quicker. Did you see how much quicker we got to 20 by skipping over the numbers that we didn't circle? Here we go. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Good job. All right. We're going to do another activity with this, okay? So what I would like you to do is I would like you to find a purple crayon or marker, okay? And I want you to draw 2 dots, okay? So this is what Mrs. Clayton's going to do. I'm going to draw 2 dots of purple, 2 dots, okay? Just a total of 2 dots, and then I'm going to circle it. I'm going to circle them because they make a pair, okay? Or those 2 purple dots, they're partners, okay? And so instead of going 1, 2, guess what? I can just put the number 2 below it, okay? Because I now know that there's 2 purple dots, okay? But guess what? Another 2 purple dots came. So here I'm going to go. I'm going to draw 2 dots. And then I'm going to circle them, okay? Now, do we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4? Or could I just say 2, 4? Very good. Remember, look up here. Really what our brain is thinking, if you see down on Mrs. Clanton's little numbers, is that there's 4 dots, but instead of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to count this by skip counting and go 2, 4. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Draw another 2 dots, and I want you to circle it. Now how many purple dots do we have all together? You're right, 6. And instead of counting these each individually, we're going to count them as pairs. So we're going to go, this is 2, 4, and this would be 6. Very good. All right, let's do one more set. Okay, here comes another set of purple dots or another pair of purple dots. Okay. So I'm going to write up here what your brain is probably thinking. Your brain is probably thinking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But guess what? We know that when we skip count by twos, there's a much faster way to count. Here we go. Ready? This is 2, 4, 6, 8. Very good. Now guess what? I bet you could keep drawing dots and label your counting all the way to 20, okay? I bet you could do that. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to draw your dots and label your counting, okay? And Mrs. Clanton's going to draw her dots and label her counting too. Once you get to 20, I want you to stop. So look what we did, okay? Instead of writing each individual number, Mrs. Clanton wrote every other number, just like we did up here, okay? We circled every other number because that's the faster way to count to 20, okay? Let's practice this one more time and let's count by 2s to 20. Here we go. Are you ready? You can either follow along with your numbers up here or you can follow along with your dots, okay? Here we go. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Good job. Okay, what I want you to find in your math papers, and then you can pause this video, is I want you to find your paper that looks like this. It has an 8.1 up at the top, okay? And Mrs. Clanton's going to give you the directions. So if you need to pause this video while you go find your paper, I want you to do that because then I'm going to give you some directions, okay? All right, on this paper, what you are going to do is you are going to color the numbers that you would say when you counted by 2s to 20. So guess what? Look how easy this is. I know that when I count by 2s, I go every other number. So I'm not going to color the 1, but I'm going to color the 2. Am I going to color the 3? Nope, because I'm going to skip that number and I'm going to color the 4. Am I going to color the 5? Nope, I'm going to skip that number and color the 6, okay? And you're going to keep doing that all the way till you get to 20, okay? And then down here, what you are going to do is you are going to label your socks, okay? Because we're going to count these in pairs of 2. Are you ready? So watch what I can do. I know that this first set is 2. Now, if I keep counting on, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 4. If I keep counting on, this was 4, so this is 5, 6. Now I have 6, okay? Or you could go 2, 4, 6, 8, okay? If you're getting really good at counting by 2s, that's how you could do it too, okay? Then on the back, what you are going to do is you're going to fill in your missing numbers all the way to 20, okay? The next sheet that you are going to do looks like this, okay? So if you can't see this or you don't have this in front of you, what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and I want you to go find it, okay? When you get this sheet though, what you are going to do is you are going to count the cubes by 2s, okay? So you're going to write the number, okay? So 2, this is 4, 6. So what I could do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see how Mrs. Clanton, though, is only writing the number that you would count with when you're counting by 2s, okay? Then you're going to trace down here, and then you're going to rainbow write. So you're going to write your numbers inside, okay? Then if you turn your paper over, you're going to write your numbers all by yourself to 20, and you're going to practice 2 times, okay? All right, we'll see you in a little bit and see what you got done.